Good evening and welcome to Collectables. My name is Liam, and in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at the following. It's finally here. It's actually real. Those of you who know me will know that I'm a massive fan of Jabba sail barge. Always have been since I was very little. My friend of mine had the 62101 and from that point I got my own and my love for the sail barge just grew. Not sure why. And Jabba as well, one of my favourite characters. Not my only favourite character, but one of my favourite characters. And that sail barge back from 2006 was brilliant in my view. Really good. That was only 781 pieces or something like that. And the fact it included a skiff and the amount of detail on it was pretty good for its year. Then they made another one in 2013. Wasn't personally a fan of that. I thought the minifigures were pretty good, but I think they went the wrong way. Like they put a cannon at the front for no reason, a couple of play functions, but wasn't a fan of it. Had this on the other hand, this is a different world. This is absolutely brilliant, and I'm not paid by Lego to say that, by the way. This is my honest review. I've just spent the last 6, 7, 8 hours building it for you to review. So I bet you can't wait, because I can't wait to get diving into this, and I can't wait to go to bed because it's actually 2:30 AM in the UK right now. But that doesn't matter because this is more important. Now, the actual journey of getting this. So when the set released as of yesterday on October 3rd in the UK, I got it from my local Lego shop, which was in the Lego store in the Trafford Centre in Manchester. I took the trip there, got up about 7:25 AM, quite early. Well, that's early for me. Had some breakfast, something else I don't really do. Took a nice drive there to make sure it was on time. Got there for about 9:30, half an hour before the store opened. And there's only 1 or 2 people there already. And then as it got to like 10 to 10, suddenly just a flock of people decided to show up. And then as soon as the shutters went up, that's it, straight in there. There was a couple of these on the shelf. This is one off the shelf. They didn't have them boxed up in, as in like in protected boxes. That's just how they came. Likewise from the back, that's all. They just had a trolley worth of them. I would say there's about 5 or 6 kind of groups of people, that kind of collective one, when I was there. And as I was leaving, there was more people coming in, and as well as a couple of other YouTubers, which is nice to see. And as I was paying for it, there was actually someone coming out, one of the Lego staff coming out with a big trolley full of them all. About 10 of them on there, so I'm not sure how many there was in total, but and they also had one on display, so they must have got it the night before potentially. So that's that. Got it straight back and started building it, and have been building it for the last few hours. It's been an absolute joy to build, as we'll get to very soon. Later in the video, I've done a time lapse of me building the sail barge, and it's purposely put at the end of the video so that if you don't want to watch that bit, as in you want to kind of experience that for yourself and how it goes together, then you can skip that bit. So that's later on in the video. We'll start by taking a look at the box. As you can see, there's your sail barge, and it's in the usual UCS style box, this time with the 25th anniversary branding on it, as we saw on the Skiff. That is a separate video, which is linked in the video description. I might mention the Skiff a few times during this video because it's a perfect match for this set, but more on that later. In terms of the front of the box, Ultimate Collector Series Jabba sail barge, otherwise known as the Khetanna. And we've got the 25th anniversary badge in the top right there. We've got the sail barge itself with all the minifigures shown, well, some of the minifigures shown, which we'll get into very soon. And we've got the sail barge itself, which looks absolutely brilliant. It really does. And believe me, I'll tell you if there's something I don't like. So I'm not going to be 100% this is perfect, just because I like the sail barge. I'll be very honest. But it's a pretty solid set. fair dues. You've got the Lego logo in the bottom left, and you've got the various details, such as ages 18 plus, but as always, ages do not matter in Lego. And for a matter of fact, when I was at the Lego store, it was really nice to see that there was a range of ages in that queue. There's somebody in front of me, I would say, like 8 years old, 10 years old, somewhere in there, I'm not sure. Then someone just behind me, two gentlemen, about late 50s, 60s. Then after that, 20s, 30s. So, and there's me in the middle of all that. Late 20s, by the way, just to clarify. So, ages don't matter. Set number 75397, and it's got 3,942 pieces. I saw every single one of those pieces today, and I've got a headache after reading them all. Well, not reading them all, but putting them all together. But it was really good fun. And you got the Star Wars logo there. On the side of the box, we've got the front of the sail barge with the Lego logo, Star Wars, and Ultimate Collector Series. Taking a look at the back of the box, it starts to show off the fact that this isn't just your standard UCS style set. It's got a full interior, which is absolutely brilliant. Wonder why they didn't call it Master Builder Series, but doesn't matter. I've got exactly what I wanted from this set, which was a good size of it, which was seen in a set, and a full interior, and a lot of minifigures. So it literally ticked every box for me. And we'll talk about some of the negatives, positives, quirks, things like that a bit later. Yeah, we'll have a look at the interior shortly. And then you've got a couple of scenes on the various references to the movie. There's R2 there, Max Rebo, sail barge, which is 77 centimeters long, which equates to 30.5 inches. On the side of the box, other side, sorry, it's the rear of the sail barge, and a couple of details there, which just tell you Jabba sail barge in multiple different languages, and I'm not going to read them all because I'll just embarrass myself. On the top of the box, we've got Jabba sail barge again, and I'm probably going to say the words Jabba sail barge quite a lot of times in this video for obvious reasons. And then you've got the minifigures, which I will try and read out. I do apologise in advance if I get these wrong. C-3PO, R2-D2, Khetanna, I already get it wrong, Mism. There will be a close-up of these very shortly. Woof, Gamorrean Guard, Princess Leia, Bid Fortuna, Max Rebo, Salacious Crumb, and Jabba the Hutt. So I've got some of them right. And then on the other side of the box, just your usual barcodes, details, etc, etc, etc. Let's put that there for a second. We've also got not many pieces, was there? Yeah, no. For reference, there was 36 bags, all paper. There's a few plastic ones in between. A bit weird, but there we are. Again, good to see these paper bags. So 36 of them. A bit weird with some of them because you end up opening 2 bags on some of the sections. Not going to spoil which ones, but you open 2 bags to build that section. Why can't they just put it in one bag or make the bag the same number? I don't know. No deep about it. A couple of spare parts, things like handrails, a couple of different weapons, food, things like that, and a couple of minor little pieces which you might lose. So that's that. And then you get 2 instruction booklets, and they're quite thick ones. Yeah, nice booklets. Again, as usual, I'm not going to sit here and read every single page to you. Because there's no need. I chose to build this on my iPad. That was just easy for me. There are a few stickers on the set. Not too many. Nothing that I would say Lego really shouldn't have done that. Yeah, for the price of it, maybe they should have printed them, but there's so little stickers in it. There's 4 on the outside, and 2 of them are next to each other. And there's a few on the inside. But they're all little details. So I haven't got a problem with that on this occasion. Chose to build up my iPad. The instruction box starting from number 1 does have various information about the sail barge. It also goes through a little description from the designer itself. and shows off some of the features of the sail barge and what you compare it with, which is obviously the desert skiff. At any point you can pause the video to read these in detail. These are simply just screenshots from my iPad instructions, and that's just the sticker sheet, what's left of it, because obviously I've used them. And that's that. So in terms of instructions, these two booklets, basically one does the inside, one does the outside. That's in a nutshell how they're split. What's it like to build? Long. Hard. It's not hard. It's probably just tedious, that's all. But it was a really good build, and I must say it's built very well in comparison to the 2006 Jabba sail barge. If you've ever experienced that one, that was a bit fragile in some areas. The doors used to fall off, or the back used to fall off, the sails used to fall off. This has addressed every single issue in my view of those areas, so that's brilliant. Next up, oh, one more thing. If you purchased this on October 3rd, yesterday, or October 4th, or 5th, and only those dates, as far as I'm aware, especially in the UK, here where I live, you get a gift with purchase, which is Luke's lightsaber. I don't know, couldn't get the words out there. Get Luke's lightsaber as a gift for purchase. It's up to you if you collect these, but you will only get this if you buy the sail barge within those dates. If you're watching this in the future, then this isn't an option unless you look on eBay, which is where most likely they're going to be, as well as historical, I said that again, I said it last time. Historic lightsabers are past, doing it again. As well as that, these ones are a bit more niche, but why not, just show them anyway. Because it's almost October, well, it is October, it's almost Halloween, I got a Lego Creator pumpkin with a light brick inside, so that's pretty good. And also brickheads from Fortnite. So they're all quite exciting. But yeah, it's just amazing. Customer service from Lego store in Trafford Centre, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I can't fault them. So if you're in the area, or if you've never been to the Trafford Centre, then I definitely recommend visiting the Lego store either. That's that. Enough sales pitch. So next up, get rid of all these boxes. We'll take a look at the inside of the actual sail barge box. So I will just get a knife. So best place. Let's start here. So, when you open up the side of the box, you're greeted with a few different graphics, which is really good to see. So, firstly, you get the actual sail barge screenshot from the movie. Then we get, spoiler alert, then we get Jabba the Hutt. That's this guy, just in case you didn't know, and Princess Leia. And then, oh, he's upside down. Never easy as that. There we go. Boxes like that now. Then we get Max Rebo. And then, really making this awkward for myself now. Please bear with me. There we go. So you get Max Rebo. Let's put him there for a second. And you also get Salacious Crumb as the two different boxes you get. And I'll just tidy this one up a second. Pretty can't see me anymore, can you? So yeah, there's your main box. I'll just pop that to one side for a second and take a quick look at these two. So you've got your Max Rebo, Salacious Crumb. This one is box number 1. So you start with this one. Nothing really much to cover on the side of the box. It's just Jabba Sail Barge written all over it, and another shot of Max Rebo there, which is the same as the first one. So that's that. And then this one, Salacious Crow on that side, likewise with that one. And then all around it, you've got Jabba Sail Barge, like that, with number 2 in the bottom right. Likewise, bottom right for number 1. So that's it for them 2 boxes. Next up, as I'm sure you're really excited to see, like I am, let's take a look at the Jabba Sail Barge. And here it is. So, quite a big model. Really good one, really good one. I have waited for something like this for many, many years. And when I heard about this set releasing about 2 years ago now, and then turns out the Venator came out instead, but this was still on the table. I was like, oh, but it's worth the wait if it's been done properly, and it's been done properly. It's absolutely brilliant. We'll start with the minifigures, and then we'll jump into the Sail Barge. So I'll just put that just there, just so you can see it. Starting in no particular order, we've got Jabba the Hutt. Now, this on the bottom of the Jabba the Hutt is printed 2011, so this will be the same one that's used in 2013 Jabba Sail Barge. Still much better than the original one back in 2006 for 6210, because that was just a green blob. But this is, it's really good. A lot of detail on Jabba. He's got a lot of tattoos on the side of him, and well of his various wrinkles essentially on his body. Just put them there. He is next to his well, there's quite a good display stand. They didn't have to include that, but they did, and it's really good. You got the 25th anniversary badge, and you got a Jabba Sail Barge name tag, which has got various details such as, oh, I can't even read that word. I've got dyslexia, so this is not going to be easy. I'm not going to read it. Industries. Modified LO-KD57. Its length is 30 meters. Max speed 100 kph. Affiliation Hutt Clan. And then a couple of weapons. And the owner is Jabba Jesla. Oh my god. I just can't read them. They're all on the screen, so you can read them for yourself. So that's that for Jabba. I'll just put them there so you can still see them. And then we've got all the minifigures, which there's loads of them, and they're all brilliant. Now, a couple of faults with some of them, but I can personally live with that because I bought it for the Sail Barge itself. But we'll go through them. So we'll see 3PO. There has been mention of a silver leg that's not shown. He has got a slight silver leg, but it's not quite the full silver leg, which he should have apparently. Bid for tuner. They took the mould from Boba's throne room, where it's like slightly fatter on the on his head essentially. It's not like that in the movie, so that's that one. You're gonna have to forgive me. We've got a few others not seen before in Sail Barges. There's a couple of these characters. They're all on the screen, of course. Max Rebo, he was in the original 2013. I believe it is the same minifigure as well. In terms of face printing, we'll just go through that as well. So we've got one-sided face print for, I'm not sure his name currently, sorry, it's on the box, really far away from me. Some really good detail there, a lot of printing going on front and back, and two-sided facial expression for that one. Princess Leia, which a slight tweak on the original. Gamorrean God, again looking great minifigure there, really, really good. And in the original 62101. Most of my references, by the way, will be in reference to that one. I don't like to compare it to the 2013 one because I wasn't personally a fan of it. But it still counts. and there definitely was some good minifigures with that, and the Skiff you could have bought separately. Another character we've not seen before, R2-D2 with a lot more detail on the drinks tray this time. We've got actual little cups, which have actually got, looks like they've got actual liquid in them, which is really good. And then we've got Salacious Crumb on the end there, which is good to see as well. So yeah, that's your nameplate. That's your plaque, which you can put your character minifigures on. Really good to include. They didn't have to include this, but they did. In a bit later, we'll put them on the sail barge in some spots. So that's that. What we'll do, just so you can still see them, I'll put them two for the side. Okay. Let's take a look at the sail barge. So, where do we start? Firstly, before we even get anywhere at all, let's have a quick look at the actual strength of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw it across the room. I'm going to see how many pieces survive. We're not going to do that, especially because I've spent the whole day building it. I'd let you cry if you did that. So I'm going to drop it on it. It is really strong though, to be fair. Really, really solid object. Look, I just keep shaking it to the brakes. No, this thing's really good. It's got a lot of Technic pieces which hold the base in. Not too much, but just enough. Things like just everything is over-engineered, but just to a good level. The way these adjust to whatever you're liking. The way the sails, they can just pop off, which we'll look at in a second. The way these panels will clip in, like there's little rubber grommets which are keeping these in, saves them can't fall down. The stand itself, you can remove the stand. It is an option. There you go, looking straight on the sail badge there. And side view. And the other side. It's a little heavy. It's not too heavy, but it's just a little heavy. And then the back. And by the way, you're supposed to lift it from underneath. It's the back. I can't really show you the side because everything will fall out. So. And don't pick it up by the engines, like somebody's already done. Me. Just after I finished it as well. One thing they really got quite right on the 62101 from 2006 is the front. They did a good job of that. This is brilliant in my view. My only complaint, the first thing that came to my mind when I saw this set, the first official images of it, was there's a lot of studs all around it, but it is Lego. That's the other thing that was in the back of my head. But as soon as you look on the top of the deck and the amount of detail that's been included on that, which we'll look at in a second, it's brilliant. It really is. Another thing that surprised me is the Skiff was in like a caramel colour. And I even said in my last video, which you can also check out if you want to, about the Skiff, I thought the sail barge would be in the same colour, because previous Skiffs have all been, well, usually they've been in like a brown colour like this. So it doesn't matter. I think the sail barge looks brilliant in this, but at the end of the day, they're not the same vehicle, are they? They're not made by the same manufacturer as far as I'm aware. And there's still plenty of Skiffs around, even after Return of the Jedi, as seen in Book of Boba. Spoiler alert. So that's that. Let's put it there as well so you can see it. What we'll do, we'll start with the front and we'll work our way back. So, okie dokie. So if we start, basically, these doors simply just drop down like that. And then taking a dive in straight away, what you get is right at the front, they've engineered a driving seat, a cockpit for the sail barge with 2 seats and a sliding door. Brilliant. This very much reminds me of, if you've ever seen it, is the HasLab Jabba sail barge that was released back in 2019. The layout of this, very similar. Not a bad thing, because it's very good. But they've done a fantastic job, as I keep saying. It's a lot of detail going on there. There's a couple of stickers in the cockpit. Not too many, but they're good enough just to add enough detail. Moving way back a bit further. We've got a cockpit, and I've just remembered another feature. So at the moment you can barely see the inside of the interior, but Lego thought about that. So at the back we've got a cockpit, and before I show you the other feature that I was just about to talk about, just to confuse you, for some reason in the back of that prison cell, opening this door, there's the back of the prison cell, and for some random reason they thought it'd be a good idea for you to take the door off and let the prisoner escape. Pretty good feature, I suppose, but yeah, nice little touch. So pop that back in there, and you will see a pattern on this side of the sail barge. It's kind of bricked off, so you can't get to it, apart from the cockpit. That's just because of the detail, the way it's made. Yeah, so to get into the interior, I do apologise, I'm waffling a bit here. You can take everything off to get to it, so I'll make it easy. So these can just drop down. We'll look at all the detail in a second. But every single door folds down like so, and you can just lift it off. Actually, the first time I've done this, to be fair. You just lift, it's not going to break now, isn't it? It's not, it's strong. So you just basically lift the deck off, comes off in two pieces. There's one, there's two, and look what we've got here. So I'll just put that side back up a sec. And you now have access to the entire interior of the sail barge, and you can get at every little detail. They've took it a step further. So as I mentioned, you got the prison cell here, but anything that you think is in the way, such as like the ladders for the deck above, which has got little hatches, which you can show you in a second, to the staircase, to even Jabba's seat, everything you can take out in some way or another. It's designed to be taken out. So these little, they just pop out like that. Likewise, staircase just comes out like that, and you can get a good view of the kitchen itself, which, overkill, absolutely brilliant. It reminds me very much of the 2006 one, and as well the 2013 one, but this is like turned up 10 times. Brilliant. Really like it. So I'll put that back in there for now. And I really like the fact they've put the staircase in. Didn't have to do that, but they have. And again, they will go somewhere. There's a hatch on the top where it would come through. So that's good. Moving our way through, Jabba's throne room, and a good detail for his seat. I'm not going to remove his chair at the moment, but literally just like seeing the movie. Really very, very good. Right at the back here, we've got Max Rebo's chair. These panels themselves are not removable, but you could remove them. They do technically unclip, but they're not designed to be. Compared to the previous ones, these are so solid. The way they've got little ball joints on them, which just clip in, and they all clip together. Likewise, the front, brilliant. Really good design. Likewise, the doors are super sturdy, and there is little, as just mentioned, there is little rubber grommets on the deck piece there, which these just clip into, which just keep it, which is really good as well. In terms of one thing that I was thinking of when I was building it, is it'd be interesting to see what a light kit looks like in this set. Ultimately, you don't see the sail barge at night in the film, but I wouldn't want the exterior lit up because there's nothing to light up. Maybe some deck pieces, maybe, I don't know, maybe the kitchen light up, maybe lighting these lights up along it, lots of detail, I don't know. That'd be interesting to see that one. As of the moment, I've not seen any light kits available. It's only just released, so definitely want to keep an eye out for. So that's that side. I'll just quickly show you the other side. As you can see, what you can't do. Looks a bit bare, doesn't it, with anything on it? Of the barge, not the sail barge. So on this side, as mentioned, you can get to the back of Jabba's throne room, which does reveal a little chest, which is just here. And you can take that out, it just pops out. And inside's got Princess Leia's chain, which you can use. I'll just pop that back there now. And you can also get the cockpit from this side as well. What we'll do is we'll pop the deck back on and we'll take a closer look at the deck. So again, first time putting it back on with the sails on it. So there's no kind of clips that keep in place. Basically, there's little grooves on the deck pieces, which just keep in place, which is more than it needs. Unless you start throwing it across the room to test how strong it is, like we mentioned earlier. And then that just clips in like that, and then they just push in, as mentioned. They got like a rubber grommet in them, which is located just here, which is just makes it feel so much higher quality. Really, really good. And then just all fold up. And then obviously you got your adjustable. There was 2 stickers there. They're the 2 stickers I mentioned earlier about being on the outside. And likewise the other side, but there's no other stickers on the outside at all. In previous sail barges, just where we're on the side, you could open these windows, and likewise you can, that's a good way you can do it. I forget which one's open now. There we go. Lots of these open, to be fair. And you can just go ahead and open. There you go. I'll remind myself which one's open. Oh yeah, a lot of them. So as you see, a lot of the windows open. You can recreate lots of different scenes. Same on the other side, which is the actual side the sail barge is parked on during the next to the sarlacc. But we'll have a look at it with the sarlacc a bit later. So that's that. You can't open in these windows, and in the previous sail barges you could. Well, it's not the end of the world, it really isn't. And they were all individual stickers before. So I made up that they're not stickers anymore, and I think that's a good job. Also, something only I would get excited about is because the sail barge technically has 2 rows of windows. I think that's 2 floors. Likewise with the back of it, and they've captured that detail in it, which I think is brilliant. It just makes it look so much bigger. Well, it already is big, but it just looks really good. Let's take a look at the deck itself. So the sails just clip off like that. They're made of fabric. Mine arrive slightly creased on the lips, but it's not the end of the world. I'm sure that's something you could get Lego to replace if you wanted to. Or I have tried a bit of water, soaking them in a bit of water to do it. They haven't quite straightened out yet, but yeah, it's not a big deal. Just put them like that, and likewise front one. Oh, took the deck off then. There you go, and just clip off like that. And they've got like again, another nice little design, if you can just about see that. They've got like little pieces which, that's it, put your finger in the way, there you go, like that. Which just kind of replicate the design of the actual sail barge. I'll put those 2 sails there. And then, and then look at the deck. So what we'll do is, there's so much to show you. As you can see, I'm getting really excited. Chose to go for a grey colour. It looks really smart in my view. Obviously previous ones have been tan sort of colour, like a beach sand sort of colour. But yeah, working our way front to back as before. A lot of detail right at the front here with all the like pipes. You do get a couple of spares as well, which is good, just in case you want to add any extra ones or they get damaged. More detail to the left and right. Working our way back, you've got like little vents, kind of what these kind of represent, these kind of, what's the word? Pattern colour. And then you've got 2 hatches, which, as mentioned before, these hatches line up with those stairs perfectly. So that's that. And there's 2 hatches in the sail barge, and there is a scene in that where Luke's got his lightsaber in the air. Someone pops up a hatch, shoots him, and then he does his lightsaber. That was a good analogy, wasn't it? We've got some side turrets here, which there's one at the rear here, and there's one on the other side. You can move them around, they just clip off. So you can put them wherever you like, and you can clip a minifigure to them. There isn't too many studs to put minifigures on here, so you have to be a bit careful where you clip them to, unless you just clip them to the handrail. You do get a piece or two handrails spare, but you can buy it if you need to. You've got the main staircase, which these little doors open as well. So that's really good. Get that closed. Moving away back, you've got the turret, which I think this is the best one yet. I really liked, to be fair, the 2013 one was good as well on the sail barge, and the 2006 one, but this is really good. A lot of detail here. It feels quite sturdy as well, whereas the turrets were always falling off or they were hitting the sail, because you couldn't take the sails out of the other two easily. They weren't designed to be taken out. So, yeah, a really good gun. And you got the piece there where the sails clip to. More detail. Working our way back. Got nice little stairs here up until the final floor. And more detail right at the back there. And this looks absolutely brilliant. That's it for the deck itself. What we'll do is we'll pop some minifigures on it. And we'll start to create a scene. And what we'll do also is we'll get the Starlight Pit and Desert Skiff, and we'll put them all together. It wouldn't be a sail barge or Return of the Jedi Starlight Pit scene without a Starlight Pit, which is why this set exists. Now this released a couple months ago on the 1st of August, so I have done an in-depth review on this, which you can check out, links in the video description. But basically, any minifigures that aren't included in this one are in the Skiff. Now you could argue, why aren't they both the same set? Well, you could argue, one, the price of this is a lot higher than the price of that. Maybe that was the reason. Maybe Lego wasn't too sure what the fan base was for just the sail barge compared to previous UCS sets, or somebody just wanted a Skiff. All Skiffs recently have all been separate to the sail barge. The 2013 one was also separate. The 2006 one was included in the 2006 sail barge, but there we are. The Skiff itself, like I said, I have done an in-depth review, but it does give you 5 extra figures to add to your scene, and that 25th anniversary figure, which we'll take a look at. So, as well as the minifigures, obviously, you get your Skiff. And I've just knocked Luke over. That was a bit rude, wasn't it? There we go. So put your Skiff there. And of course, we get a massive Starlight Pit. Let's put that right at the front. We can get any room. So basically, Lego want you, ideally, to put your sail barge up, your Skiff with your Starlight Pit, and you've got a complete scene. And of course, you get that 25th anniversary figure if that's something that you're interested in. I'll take this out of the scene for the moment. It's not relevant to Return of the Jedi. What we'll do now is we'll position these and create some kind of scene. So we position the barge about there. And then we'll just grab Jabba. He's not usually sat outside the sail barge. Get rid of the plaque a second. But just move this lot there. And what we'll do is we'll extend the ramp on the Skiff. I'll put that there just so you can see it. And we'll put that just there. I'll put that just there for good measure. That's probably the best thing we'll get for you. Then what we'll do is we'll pop Jabba in the sail barge. So a couple of ways we can do this. I can either pop in from this side or this side. What we'll do is I will put some minifigures on the inside before we go any further. So this is the good thing about it, you can create a good scene. So at the moment on the Skiff, I've got Lando Calrissian driving. I've got Luke currently holding the lightsaber to Chewie's head. That's not ideal. So let's get him on the ramp like so. And there we go. There's your sarlacc with your moving arms. We've got Boba Fett currently on the Skiff as well with Han Solo and Chewbacca, which is accurate. R2-D2, let's put him on the deck. And to make my life a little easier, I'm just going to remove the sail because they just clip off as we showed you. And then put R2 about there. What I'll do, there's no particular reference here, I'm just putting them as I see fit. Let's put him there, and let's pop him over there. You can see a scene starting to build here. We'll put Jabba in his throne room. That's actually the first time he's been in there. I haven't put him in there yet. Let's just... There we go. Jabba's in there. And let's put Leia next to him. And what we'll do... Oh, Luke, we're not ready yet. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll open a couple of windows. Just so we can see Jabba wherever he's hiding. Can you see that? Just about. We'll keep them like that for the moment. And I'll shut this one as well. There's that scene. I'll just adjust that. What we'll do is, let's put the sail here for a second. We'll put Salacious Crumb with Jabba as well. Actually, no. I'm going to put him randomly on the deck because he does go walkies a bit once things kick off. We'll put the guard in the prison bay. We'll put a driver. I forgot I can get to this side. And put him, doesn't matter which one, they're both the same. Let's put him there. Here we go. Max Rebo, of course, at the back, and I've just realised I've just shut the door again. Best place to get to Max Rebo would be... Ooh, hang on. No. Hang on. That's because somebody wasn't thinking. To put Max Rebo in his... I want to call it disco desk, DJ pod, or whatever you want to call it. I'll get the deck off without adjusting the handrail. There you go. I literally built this an hour ago, so do bear with me. There we go. Pop him right in there. Like so, just while we're here. I'll put Bid for Tuna just on the stairs, like he's on his way upstairs. And C-3PO is the translator, so I'm going to pop him right to the front. Like so. Oh, didn't like that. Hang on. Pop him just there, actually. Just at the side. Okie dokie. Like a jigsaw puzzle. That's the good thing about this. You can create a lot of good scenes with this. Once you put it back together correctly. There we go. I never lined up. There we go. So pop that back on there, like so. And that's back on there like that. So we used all the minifigures, which is good. We'll get the sail back because it is Jabba's sail barge. Not. Oh, where do you think you're going? Let's pop you out there. And then pop these sail back on like so. And there we have it. I'm not sure if you can quite see the Leia and Jabba looking over, but you've got your sarlacc. Let's just put that there. And you've got your sail barge. What a great scene. So, yeah, you can put your sail barge wherever you like. Looks a bit better on that side, doesn't it? And you can create whatever scene you like. So, if you do pick up the sail barge, definitely recommend picking up the skiff. They don't come as a package deal, so you do have to buy them separately. But if you want that complete scene, then you need to pick them both up. Whether or not you pick two up, so you've got two skiffs, that's up to you. Definitely recommend this set. It's just brilliant. Really is brilliant. And it's absolute joy to build. It really is. Like I said, I only built it about an hour ago, so I'll know firsthand what it was like to build. And it really was a good set to build. And like I said, I can't believe how well put together it is, and the strength it is. So it looks absolutely fantastic. So definitely recommend picking this up. Yeah. So next up, we're going to take a look at a little bit of the bonus. So this is the second time I've used this Titanic as an example for comparison. Last time it was the Skiff, which wasn't really fair at all. So let's do it with the sail barge. It's not relevant to Star Wars in any way, but oh well. So let's put the, oh god, that's a bit risky. Missed the table then. So we put it there. Put it a bit further forward. Where's the stand? Otherwise it's going to be on the floor in pieces. And I'm going to be in pieces myself. There we go. So as you can see, Titanic is probably double the length, but it's not the same sort of thing. And I wouldn't want the sail barge any bigger, honestly. As for me, Lego fans are never happy because it was, oh, could do this, could have that. But at the end of the day, I think it's the perfect size. It's got plenty of functions, plenty of play features, plenty of display ability. So I wouldn't want it any bigger size. As compared to the Titanic in terms of height-wise, well, the top of the sails come to about the rough height of the deck on the ship itself. That's about it. Lengthwise, yeah, it's not. The Titanic's about 70 something centimeters. Titanic's, I think, 120, somewhere in there. So it's roughly a little bit over half if you're comparing it. If you wanted a reference, if you do have the Titanic. If not, just get a tape measure. But yeah, just thought I'd throw that in there just so you can see what it looks like next to the Titanic, with that being the biggest Lego set currently. Yeah, so clearly you didn't appreciate that, so I'll move it. Oh, very heavy, very heavy. So yeah, that's about that. Let's put that back on the table. And of course, oh, you can't see me anymore. Probably a good thing. There we go. Let's put that there. I'm running out of space now. So, let's put that there. We'll have a little chat. There we go. How's that? There we go. So, yeah. Someone put a Titanic in the way, it can't reach a skiff. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, to get the full experience, as mentioned, ideally pick up your sail barge, skiff, and you start the bit all together. So, yeah, that's about it for this video. So, if you did enjoy the video, then please make sure you hit the like button. If you've got any comments or questions or anything you'd like to see more of to do with the sail barge, then please comment down below. As always, check out our socials. They're also linked below. And yeah, in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. See ya.